Hitman Hart, and you're listening to the Smacked Raw podcast.
It was supposed to be Sebastian, Kevin, on the show. You're lucky my wife ain't here.
Oh, stop it.
We're going to have a good show?
That depends on if your wife shows up or not.
Stay the F away from my wife. All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the SmackDown podcast. The exclusive recap show for WrestlingNewsWorld.com. Also found on YouTube.com/SmackDown podcast. And anywhere else your podcast can be listened to, really, honestly. Smash the like button. Hit share. Record. No, don't record. Subscribe. Whatever. All that fun stuff. We're here to talk about SmackDown tonight. I am, of course, your host, The Kai Tai Show, Kyle himself. I've got Mr. Kevin Crazy subbing in for Sebastian, our resident AEW stan, and special guest, our resident AEW hater, Mr. D-Rod.
You got it.
Oh, my.
Oh, hey, you guys might recognize D-Rod. You're pretty frequent in the chat over on the Standing Streamer show, Putting You Over, and you've even been featured on his show as well.
Sir.
That's actually where I met you.
Nice.
We both were featured on the same night.
Yeah.
Yeah. You talked about AEW, and I had to listen to you talk for an hour hating on my favorite show, tearing up the AEW notes.
I even ripped up an AEW paper.
Oh my god.
I can do it again
Figuratively
tonight.
and literally, man. No.
Yes. Man,
You're
he
canceled.
sent a clear message that night, man. It was a hard act to follow. We got the live chat going. D-Rod's a draw. He's already bringing some of his friends into the chat, along with Kevin Crazy's co-host over on AEW. Rob is in the chat.
What's good, Rob?
He's just
Holy
begging
shit.
us to talk about Lacey. That's all.
Good. We can talk. Hey, what Rob wants, Rob gets. God damn it.
Hey, Dad.
Crazy, rude all day. Lacey all day. I hear you, Rob. These guys are nasties.
Yeah. They Gears of Kai in the chat's already talking. He says D-Rod's a total draw. D-Rod on a podcast is comedy gold. His shit talking when he disagrees with you is top tier. I know from experience. Laughing emoji, laughing emoji, laughing emoji. That's why I wanted to pair you up with Sebastian, because Sebastian's a very good contrarian too as well. And I was like, dude, you guys would probably either fight it out the whole episode or just get along about everything and just gang up on me. So
I don't know. Me and Kevin may argue the whole episode. I don't know.
I don't know, man. We'll see. We're talking about SmackDown anyways. We're not going to be talking about AEW
We're not
too.
talking about AEW, so we may go good to that.
It's all
What's that, Kev?
until you start talking. Yeah, I said it's all in good fun until you start talking shit about AEW.
Kevin going. Listen, you guys, a couple plugs, get them out of the way really quick. Go ahead, head over to WrestlingNewsWorld.com. Make that your home webpage for all your wrestling news. Get you an authentic belt at Belts by Dan and just tell him that SmackDrop Podcast sent you. And then, of course, on Saturday, July 11th, SmackDrop Podcast is super stoked to be associated with Wrestling News World and Synergy Pro Wrestling. They're putting on a show for the first responders. It's a wrestling pay-per-view where all the live proceeds are going to go towards the American Nurses Foundation, I believe it is. So check that out. Watch some live pro wrestling, and it's for a good cause, man. I mean, how can you beat that? Kevin, I got it confirmed that our show, since, we're helping promote, we're all going to get apparently some free codes to watch the pay-per-view free. And
nice.
For the viewers, it's not confirmed yet. We're working with them. We actually might get some extra free codes in a giveaway. So keep an eye out for the future episodes. We might be able to hook you up with a free wrestling pay-per-view.
Nice.
So definitely check back with us.
Yeah, I was planning on getting it either way. Honestly, that it looks dope. I'm looking forward to watching it.
Yeah. No, man. I saw a couple things on there. The Frightmare match, the one that we're personally sponsoring, it's
Yeah.
gonna be a cinematic match, and
Oh, okay.
yeah, and apparently some of the high ups they've already gotten like the sneak peek at it. They've already gotten to watch it, and they're saying that the production quality is just chef kisses, like mwah, top notch.
Chef kiss.
Yes, they
Nice.
are really high on that match, and that's the championship match too. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Nice.
And
Cool.
then also one last thing, really quick here, just so I don't butcher the day. Yes, the Ace of Space LSG is going to be joining us on our show next Thursday. We had a lot of fun shooting the Unpopular Opinion episode earlier this week. You can check it out on our Twitter. It should still be there, also on our Twitch channel. Otherwise, oh God, my camera went again. Damn, this thing is so touchy. Otherwise, we're gonna upload it. I think tomorrow I'm gonna upload it, and we had a couple fellas from Wrestling News World feature on that. It was a ton of fun. D-Rod, did you get a chance to check it out yet?
I caught the first 20 minutes of it, and then I had to go and stream, but it was great until I had to go.
Oh yeah, it Jesus, my ugly mug. I hate this webcam so much. I hate the face like straight on. There we go. I got it fixed. Just don't touch it, man. It's so touchy. Yeah, so I think that's what we're going to do with LSG. I think we're going to do another episode. I think right now it's set. We're going to have RN from NXT, LSG, and then I think we're going to look for one more panel member. So,
Yo, RN's perfect for shit like that.
that's what I thought too. I called him up personally. I was like, RN, what are you doing? He's like, swimming. And I was like, well, shit. Well, that's cooler than what I'm going to tell you, but hold on, man. All right, look, enough banter. Well, actually, really quick, before we do this, where are my manners? D-Rod, tell us a bit about yourself, man. Put you on the spot.
Well, of course, everybody knows by now. You've already called me out. I don't like AEW. I'm more of an NXT person myself. I enjoy NXT, but that goes way back into me and me growing up. I watched a lot of Triple H wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, a lot of people hate on Triple H, but I'm a huge fan. Can't help it. But I live in Alabama, and I am actually a Twitch streamer also. I do a WWE 2K20 eFed, where viewers come in and they can create their own wrestler, and then the viewers fight each other each week. And I run it sort of like WWE, NXT, and stuff like that.
That's pretty cool.
That's really awesome,
Yeah,
man.
no, that's actually pretty dope, man. I'm going to check that. What days do you stream?
It is Tuesday nights and Saturday nights.
Tuesday nights and Saturday nights. Yeah, I could probably check that out. Yeah,
Yeah,
Tuesday's
I'd be able
probably
to
good
check
for
that
it.
out.
Yeah,
Check it out sometime.
Yeah,
absolutely. Are you
fun.
counter-programming the standing streamer? Are you going
Oh,
head
yeah.
to head with him?
Always. Gotta take him down.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh boy, no, that's
he's
fun,
one of
man.
a kind.
Yeah, I'll check it out. I'll check it out either. So you'll be recording. You'll be shooting tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably check it out tomorrow, man.
I might be able to too, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gears of Kai in the chat says WWC is fantastic. Its worst match is better than AEW's best match. Gears,
Ouch.
you are blocked. Let me go ahead and kick
Yeah.
him off the Twitch stream.
You're never allowed.
No,
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
You're allowed.
We kid. I don't take that shit to heart. I do if I'm talking to Vince though, just because I like to get a rise out of him. But
Yeah,
anybody
pretty
else,
easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's talk about SmackDown. What did you guys think of the show?
I thought it was pretty decent. Really, best SmackDown I've seen in a minute. Honestly, I thought.
Yeah, I agree. I thought it was a great episode, capped off with a very controversial and captivating
I
ending.
not like it.
I bet it wasn't easy to watch. I'll give it that. It was not easy to watch, buddy. That hits close to home for a lot of people, I imagine.
Yep.
But let's break it down, man. Let's get into SmackDown. So we opened up the show. Hold on one second. Sorry, live chat just went off again really quick. The people tell me I have off-the-wall takes. Yeah, Rob, that's fairly true. You do have off-the-wall takes.
Lacey Evans.
Yeah. Maybe we'll try to get Rob on the unpopular opinion. He'd agree with like everything, I bet. Matt
I probably
Riddle,
would too.
we get an interview with Michael Cole, and we get a classic case of WWE trying to make a story out of nothing. We find out why Matt Riddle is barefoot, and it can't be for the simple fact that he prefers to be barefoot. Instead, when he was a kid, he pretty much just got frostbite, and he almost had to amputate his quote-unquote tootsies.
He got frostbite in Wisconsin on a family vacation.
Yeah, and so
That's ridiculous, and it's really funny.
he essentially has PTSD, can't wear shoes, he goes to weddings, goes out to eat, can't wear shoes, man. It's flip-flops everywhere. The segment's okay. What was really good, though, was what preceded the segment.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like every new babyface to the SmackDown roster, you have to go through King Corbin. He's essentially the gatekeeper for babyfaces now, ain't he?
Yeah, I feel like you're totally right about that.
Would you rather have him here and constantly on TV or constantly surrounding a title?
Nope.
Yeah. I'll take him here. Opening segment.
Yeah.
He was really only on air for a couple minutes, so
Yeah.
wasn't that bad. I did groan when I saw him, though. I was like, God damn it, man. Like, we need to fast forward 3 months. But that really wasn't the case. Corbin apparently still has residual constable powers. And so when Matt Riddle challenges him to a match, Corbin instead books him in a match against Jim Morrison. No, Jim Morrison?
John Morrison.
John Morrison. Jesus, excuse me.
Jim Morrison is from The Doors.
Yeah, I caught it. His match tore the house down, man.
It did.
Come on, baby, lit my fire.
Match of the night, in
Yeah.
my opinion.
Yeah. I say I'd give it to that or the following match, but yeah.
They both were really good.
Yeah.
I mean,
Way to give Morrison some time to shine in the ring. Jesus.
Finally.
Christ,
Finally.
dude.
and what a matchup between those two guys too. Like as soon as they announced that that's who it was, I was like, wow, that just kind of makes sense.
They
know what
gave
I
him
mean?
about 20 minutes, didn't they?
Oh yeah, it was a long match.
Yeah.
I think there were 2 commercial breaks
Yeah.
throughout the match, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, Riddle slapped Corbin in the head with a flip-flop at one point. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
There was this great sequence of Morrison faking a kick to the face and tripping Riddle, and then kind of doing some parkour move, like floating over him. Got him up into like the razor's edge position, and
Oh
just
my God.
like helicoptered Riddle into almost like an arm drag. It's a very hard move to describe, but when you see it, it's just
It was incredible.
ludicrous. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely, man. Something you would picture a big guy to do, not so much.
Yeah.
Not Morrison.
not Morrison.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he even deadlifted him. He deadlifted him into a gut wrench up into that position. That was dope as hell. Saw a crazy top rope Spanish fly in there. Ultimately, Riddle hits like all his big moves, like bro to sleep and everything. That didn't do him. It didn't put him away. It was actually just a V trigger. Now, I'll ask you, D-Rod, because you watch more NXT than I know myself, and I don't know how much Kevin watches. Has Riddle been putting people away with the V trigger, or is that something?
No, maybe the second time this has happened. Maybe.
Oh wow, I didn't.
It's a hell of a
It's
move,
not
though.
often.
It's a hell of a move.
It's
It
not
really
often.
is. It's nasty, for sure.
Yeah, no, I like it.
Who does it better, Kenny Omega or Matt Riddle?
You know what's surprising is Mandy Rose has a pretty damn good V trigger too. I'll give her that.
Is she really?
Yeah, she does. She don't bust it out enough, but she's got a good one. Yeah, Kenny Omega's still top V trigger. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
He like makes it into like a Kinshasa. He like does it both, man. He does it like a Kinshasa and V trigger combined. It's brutal. But anyways, let's not talk about AEW. Scare off our guests.
Fair.
Hell yeah. No, good match, man. Good match.
Yeah.
Riddle made his way to the top of the ramp. He was attacked by AJ Styles. I like that. That's keeping him relative to the Intercontinental title picture.
Yep.
I don't know how much they'll lean into it because now it's kind of like, where's your guys' gut? going. I'm thinking he's probably still going to have to go through Corbin for like a month.
101, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
But
I don't know. They could set up a match at Extreme Rules, though. I wouldn't rule that out.
Yeah.
You know, but I hear you. I mean, it could be maybe even waiting until like SummerSlam. You know, maybe a match with Corbin at Extreme Rules or something, and then
Yeah, I mean, well, they could do it like this because I think we could agree if they put him against AJ immediately, he's probably not getting the belt.
Right.
No.
But you give him a feud to go through first, so AJ's got some time with the belt. That might increase the odds of Riddle taking it off of him. If they do meet. So.
No, I agree. I think that makes a lot more sense. But you know how WWE is; they can blow their load way too quick.
Yeah.
Or they just get bored. God, don't get bored with Matt Riddle, dude. I'm not gonna lie.
Right.
I've changed my tune with him so quickly because I didn't see what was special with him in the little bits I saw him in NXT, and now when you put him in there with AJ Styles and Morrison the last 2 weeks, I'm like, oh yeah,
magic.
Yeah, no, this guy's he's got it, man. But after AJ attacks Riddle, out comes Drew Gulak for the save, and we immediately follow up this banger of a match with Drew Gulak and AJ Styles, and once again the house gets torn down. Dude, we were spoiled this week.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. This is a really quality SmackDown. It really was.
Yeah. What'd y'all think of? Because they kept throwing it to Daniel Bryan via like Zoom call, and Bryan was kind of giving his 2 cents.
Loved it.
Yeah, I thought that was a nice touch too.
It is a nice touch, man. They have such an air of like legit sportsmen. Like Gulak and Bryan, they don't come across as stereotypical guys trying to sound tough. They know what the hell they're talking about it, and they know how to sell it with such good confidence. Because you could take that style of commentary, and I often see it whenever I watch UFC. You'll hear other coaches and professionals giving their input during a match, and it really adds to the match. It kind of educates the viewers, and this sounds identical to that. Like, it didn't sound like WWE pretending. Like, no, Drew Gulak and Daniel Bryan know what the hell they're talking about, and I love it, man. Yeah.
I feel like dudes like Drew Gulak and Daniel Bryan, and correct me if I'm wrong, because I haven't watched New Japan that much, but I feel like those dudes would fit in really well over there.
I agree. Yeah, I could see that easily. Daniel Bryan, you can put him anywhere on the world.
Well, that's true.
Yeah,
but I'm just saying, like, the style that he has seems to fit what they're looking for. You know, that's what I'm saying.
New Japan. The one thing about New Japan that people often overlook is you have to be in a faction. To survive. Right. So you have to, not only do you have to go over there, but you got to make sure you fit into one of their factions.
Yeah.
I don't know. You can throw Gulak in like Suzuki Gun, because those are a lot of hard bastards.
Yeah, I don't really know that much. I mean, like I said, just with my limited exposure to it, I just, I feel like they, Jesus, Okada, like they could put on bangers with Okada. Bryan or Gulag, really, No,
you're absolutely right. I mean, there are people who look really good because of the presentation they're on, and then there are people who are just some of the best natural and just best talented wrestlers on the planet. Yeah. And those are the guys that you can take and put them anywhere. And I would definitely say Drew Gulak's there.
Yeah.
What's your opinion, D-Rod, on Gulak?
Daniel Bryan and Gulak right now, SmackDown, Raw, NXT, wherever, 2 of the best technical wrestlers.
Absolutely.
In the game. Anywhere you put them, I think. And keep it going between them.
Yeah.
Keep this partnership going. It's working. I enjoy it. So keep it going.
I completely agree with you.
Yep.
Gulak won me over. When we started this show last year, we were covering 205 Live as well. And we had a guy on here, Benji. Benji's very knowledgeable about wrestling. He'll talk a lot of trash online, but he knows his stuff. And Benji was telling me all this stuff about Gulak and everything. Gulak was cutting, like, you know, beforehand, the stuff I had seen about Gulak. He's doing like PowerPoint presentations. He's a comedy guy. He came out in like a King Arthur getup in the Cruiserweight Classic, and I didn't get it, man. I didn't get it at all. But throughout last year, Gulak being like the heel, ruthless guy, he completely won me over. And then if you watch our shows when Gulak was eventually called up to SmackDown, dude, I was so angry because it was no longer Triple H who had been overseeing 205 Live. It was Vince McMahon booking Gulak, and he went straight back to that PowerPoint presentation.
Yeah, it was bad.
I was so sad, man, and angry because I was like, damn, Gulak's so talented, but it looks like Brian pulled some strings, and we're getting the best of Gulak, or at least we're getting a much better version of him now. And that's what excites me, man. I'm so stoked.
The thing that's cool about it is that he's a baby face now. You know, he's proven that he can do both, and he can be believable as both. You know, because what worked so well for me on 205 Live, like to your point, Kyle, is the fact that he was like that, you know, ruthless heel that like didn't give a shit. He was like, I'll do whatever I need to win. You know, I mean, he had the stuff to back it up, but like he wasn't afraid to go there if he needed to, and like. Now it's just like, no, I'm just a goddamn really good wrestler, dude. You think you can beat me? Come at me, you know. And it really works because he's a really goddamn good wrestler, you know.
I do want more comedy training montages of him and Daniel Bryan together, though.
Absolutely,
Definitely.
absolutely, yeah.
D-Rod, I see you looking down. Are you able to see into the Twitch chat by any chance?
Yeah, I saw Gears' chat just now. Yeah, Gears. That. I guess I'll go ahead and say it. Dream match: Gulak versus William Regal. I mean, that would be
in Regal's prime.
Regal's prime. Yeah. I'm a huge William Regal fan from back in the day. So.
Is Gears' name Kyle?
Yeah.
Gears of Kai. Oh, it makes sense now. He says you're confusing him. Says he thinks that you guys are talking to him. No, Gears. I'm not talking to you. All right. You look, I didn't block you. It's okay. Actually, I need every viewer we can get, so never mind. Please share the stream.
We'll cash app you $5. I swear to God.
Yeah. No. I'll send you a couple stickers, though. I gotta get like a book of stamps, man. But send us some stickers. I went to UPS, you guys, stickers the other day. And, no, it's like $10 a person. You know?
Oh my lord!
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Well, it's UPS. They have like a minimum. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
yeah,
me sending over some stickers that are gonna weigh literally like a couple of grams is like the same thing if I were to send you guys like a Xbox or something. So I was like,
Jesus
yeah. So I was
Christ.
like, nah. So I gotta go to like a Food Lion, which is like a grocery store, and go buy a book of stamps. And I'll mail them out later this week. I did mail out our giveaway winner, which I did not even announce that we had the winner. But breaking. I mean, I contacted the winner on Monday when I said the contest ended, but I just didn't announce it. But I sent out her stuff. It turns out her birthday is literally the day before all of her stuff's gonna get to her. So I was like, it was meant to be. It was pretty cool.
Who was it?
I'll pull up her Twitter handle. I'm pretty sure she doesn't want me to give out her shoot name on the
Not her real name, no.
Yeah.
But give her, yeah.
It's Amy. She is at W_Woobin84.
Well, congrats.
Congrats, Amy.
You enjoy.
Thank you for taking part in the contest. She picked out actually a really badass rated R tank top.
Nice.
Edge tank top.
Yeah.
I saw it. I got super jealous. Now I want to get one for my wife. I told my wife, I was like, hey, so I bought another woman a shirt. Like, just in case you see the bank statement. No, like tiptoe around that. What do we get next? Oh, speaking of other women, Bailey and Sasha impersonating the Undertaker,
That was so good.
or in Bailey's case, Taker. Because they're on that level. Oh man, dude, that video package. So Bailey and Sasha, they come out and essentially they role play through this phone call that they had with Taker, which is like super genuine, and it's been memed to death already, and it's only like an hour old.
Well, that was real?
Yeah.
Holy shit, I didn't know that. Like, I swear to God, I didn't know that.
Well, no, not the phone call, just the segment happened.
Oh, never mind. I was like, holy shit, they really had like a phone call with Taker that went that way? Or similarly? I was like, Jesus Christ almighty, man. Like, but anyway, okay, never mind.
It. I mean, we don't know. I mean, they could have been telling the truth. Could have, but I mean, I doubt it.
I would want some proof.
Yeah. But it ultimately they just impersonate Undertaker, giving them like unlimited respect. And then they run through this really well done video package for Bailey and Sasha. It was meant to be kind of like a heel because in it they're claiming to be better than all the legends like Trish and Lita and even John Cena. They're greater superstars than John Cena. That's
an easy one.
But the package was damn good. I ain't gonna lie. If it was supposed to make you hate them, I don't know if it worked, man. Because I was like, damn, they're badass.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But
yeah, I mean, like the only part that could like even make you even like a little salty is when they were talking about how they were better than the other legends. But it's like, well, I mean, maybe they actually are. Look at what they're fucking doing,
Exactly.
Like, yeah, you're not gonna sit around and be like, oh, I'll never amount to those guys. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta call them out.
Yeah.
But it was good. Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross came out. Are you over this feud or are you still into it? D-Rod says
no.
I sincerely hope it doesn't continue after Extreme Rules, but I'm into Nikki Cross getting a title shot though.
Me too. I don't give her a chance in hell though. Take that off.
I don't think she's gonna win it either. But I like that she's getting a shot like that because they could have easily given it to Alexa Bliss in that case.
Yeah.
Between the two of them, and I like that they're pushing Nikki Cross a little bit more because she's like just continually impressed me, and I wasn't really familiar with her stuff like in NXT.
She had a hell of a last woman standing match with Asuka.
Yeah.
Did she really?
That match was so effing good, dude. Oh my god.
I don't know about you, Kai. You may have a different opinion, but I think she's gotten better since NXT.
I would not have agreed with you up until probably the last month or two of her work.
Yeah.
I do think that this feud is showing that she very much can stand on her own legs and she's not restricted to that NXT character. You weren't on the show, but I made this comparison. I said Nikki Cross, because a lot of people miss the unhinged Nikki Cross, but I said if there's a superstar that you may be able to compare it to being kind of like a modern take on, it would be like Mick Foley. You can have the faces of Nikki, because you can
good point.
And the catalyst to the character change could be credited to Alexa Bliss.
Yeah.
Because you have Alexa that instills that confidence in Nikki to be a good person and happy and bubbly, and everything. But you strip away Alexa and then she goes back down that dark path and becomes unhinged again. And I've if there was anybody that could kind of pull off a similar Faces of Foley gimmick, I think Nikki Cross could absolutely do that. Which would only make her more versatile, in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah, she could turn on Bliss instead of the other way around, like everybody thought it was going to happen,
Well, you noticed tonight, we didn't get to it, but with Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross coming out, and they start boasting about their unrealistic accolades. Like Nikki Cross is 275th in line to the throne and the Queen of England, and Alexa Bliss crossed Antarctica and on a go-kart or something.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
This ended up setting up a match between Bailey and Alexa Bliss, with Alexa Bliss slapping Bailey. Now the match was good. Sasha Banks on commentary, I think it was, and Nikki across. It was just another match. The only thing that really hurt this match was it had to follow Riddle and Morrison, and then Styles and damn Gulak. But we did get the finish with Nikki Cross getting Bliss DQ'd when she attacked Bailey. So maybe signs of dissension.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. And then with, your theory with the faces of Foley for Nikki Cross, like that totally makes sense, So I'm into it.
Yeah.
Gears says he agrees with me. Thank you, Gears. I might keep you on the show.
AE-dub. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, don't you start that, or I'll get a piece of paper and
You'll do the metaphorical ripping up AEW notes again.
I will do
I like that, man. That'll be your gimmick.
That'll be your gimmick. Yeah, it works.
Oh man. But yeah, so what are we thinking here? So we got Nikki Cross taking on Bailey at Extreme Rules, right? And we know that we need tag teams to keep those tag team belts jumping from brand to brand. Do we still need Bailey and Nikki Cross in the picture? They're former champs. They've been a team now for what feels like going on 2 years. How long have they been a team now?
It's got to have been at least a year. But yeah, no, I hear what you're saying. I mean, obviously the Iconics just came back too, and I mean they were like kind of the odds-on favorite to win, and then Sasha and Bailey, retained or whatever. So I could see them, getting the belts.
Yeah. What I'm wondering is how long, because I could see who do you think's more at risk right now of breaking up? Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross, or Bailey and Sasha?
Oh, Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross, no question.
So? You think
so?
So?
I think they'll stretch out Bailey and Sasha a little while longer.
Oh yeah. It wouldn't surprise me if they give Sasha the Raw Women's Championship.
I agree with that.
It would not surprise me at all. And have them, strut around as both double champs. And you know what? I don't even think it's a terrible idea.
Yeah,
to be honest,
I agree with you.
Damn Google search! You are a weird beast. I type in when did Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss, and the first thing that pops up, it says start dating.
I mean, I'm not judging. Consensual adults,
Goodness gracious.
Fucking weirdos.
Yeah, I can't find it, man.
Kyle.
They've been teaming since 2018, so okay.
Oh wow, so it's been 2 years.
Well, depending when in 2018, they could be December in 2018, and
that's at least.
But
a year
even
and
then,
a half.
that's still a year and a half. Yeah.
Yeah. So they've been. Wow, I didn't think they've been a team for that long.
Yeah, no, I knew it. Like I said, I know it's been going on for a minute. It was just crazy to me. 2018 to present, so November 6th. So November will be 2 years they've been teaming, which still like.
Year and a
remember
half.
when they got together? You didn't give them more than 2 months.
Oh, I thought Alexa Bliss was going to turn on Nikki Cross immediately.
Yeah, man.
And they teased the shit out of that too, on all those Moment of Bliss episodes and shit like that. It was just I was like, just do it. At one point I was like, okay, we get where you're going with it. You don't need to tease us anymore, They
eventually just kind of subtly won you over.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gear says, are you sure you want that? D-Rod can tell you how bad of an idea that would be. I've already forgotten what that would be.
Me too.
Yeah, Gear said he gave it 3 weeks at first. Yeah, no, I mean, I'm right there with you, man.
Yeah.
Let's see. So after this, we got the Swamp Match preview. Okay, take your bets, man. We know it's got to be pre-taped, right?
Yeah.
It's going to be a cinematic match.
Yep.
So now it has to go up against. Dang, we've gotten quite a few this year. The Boneyard match, the
Firefly
Funhouse, the greatest wrestling match ever, Money in the Bank, and the Stadium Stampede. Am I missing any big cinematic matches? Those are like the big 5.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Well, what about the NXT one? Adam Cole and Velveteen Dream.
Yeah. I saw a bit of that. That was pretty good. I didn't get to see all of it, but I did see a bit.
Yeah, what was it? I can't. Street Fight or something. Back
and then you also had Gargano and Ciampa was cinematic as well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
but they treated that one kind of like the greatest match ever, where it was it was more of like a traditional match, just cut up cinematically.
Because I was going to say the greatest match ever didn't really feel like a cinematic match so much as it was like a normal match that they kind of put some spice on.
Yeah, which I thought it did it really well, man.
Oh, I thought it worked. I thought it worked
very well. Where's this one gonna rank, you think, out of the 7? With Bray Wyatt, and you got to think if he has some creative control over it, I would think it's got to be a banger. Like it has to succeed, I would think.
Yeah, I would tend to agree, especially with both of those guys, Bray Wyatt and Braun Strowman. Like their characters totally lend themselves to that kind of a thing.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, like with the Fiend and like Braun Strowman's supposed to be like this monster that's like fighting his demons and shit like that to like not be what he was when he was with Bray before. Yeah, I mean, like you could totally do all sorts of shit with that. You know, I was not into these matches at all.
And
like,
now they're winning you over.
I wouldn't say they're necessarily winning me over, but I see the value in them. Like, because
who would have thought the broken universe, like whatever, what was the first one called with Matt Hardy?
I don't know.
The final deletion.
Yeah.
Who would have thought that would spawn off like some really cool genre, like a really cool genre altogether, man. Have you been a fan of him, D-Rod?
The Boneyard match won me over. Now, I'm not saying I was a huge fan of the Firefly match. It was all right, don't get me wrong, but it had a lot to follow up to with the Boneyard match, in my opinion. And when it compared to that, it kind of fell short for me, but I still enjoyed it.
I felt like the Firefly Funhouse really required a certain taste. And you also, I think you had to be, and not saying that you're not, I think you had to be very in tune with John Cena's character from like inception to now, because it wasn't about the action. That was really focused on the storytelling aspect. So if you pay attention to any type of like the dirt sheets and wrestling news, the rumor has it this one is going to be leaning much more on the action side of things than the metaphorical storytelling devices we got out of the Firefly Funhouse, which I think is absolutely the right call when you have Braun Strowman. That dude is made for horror/action movies. You know what I mean? So I think that's going to lend very well to Braun Strowman's strengths. Honestly, very ballsy prediction. This might be one of the best Braun Strowman matches we get. Honestly, if it has the potential, I think. We'll just have to wait and see. Honestly,
I enjoyed Did you see the Money in the Bank match between both of them?
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed that one.
Yeah, that was good. It was very good storytelling at the end of that match too. Braun coming out with the face mask and everything and stomping on it. Yeah, it was cool. I really wish he had done the finger poke of doom though at that point, and actually went the other way, gave the belt back to Bray, and then became his disciple over again. But that's just me though. I'm probably alone on that one. I'll die on that hill. What else we get on SmackDown? New Day. Kofi came out, had a good match with Nakamura. Probably the weakest match of the evening, but it's probably suffered more from burnout than anything. My favorite part, honestly, was just Kofi and Big E now just coming out and taunting
Corey Graves.
Thank you. I don't know why I was drawing a blank there. Yeah, that's my favorite part now. Every time the New Day comes out, it's just taunting Corey Graves. I like how Cole was like, "What did you do?" And Corey's like, "I don't know." And then you hear the New Day shouting at him, like, "You know what you did." And now I'm thinking maybe he did do something behind the scenes. And they're just relentless.
I like to believe he didn't do anything at all because that's funnier.
Corey strikes me. He probably did something.
I loved it when Big E came out and he rolled down the entranceway.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. Big E is like one of my favorite things in wrestling.
Awesome.
Oh man.
Yeah,
you
good.
could slap a main title on Big E at any.
Why
effing
haven't
time,
they,
dude? I don't know. They could freebird that world title between the three of them.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, Big E needs a title run.
I'm convinced at this point, man, New Day will never break up. I'm convinced they will literally just retire together. Like, yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, because what? I mean, since they've been together, it's people have been predicting that they're going to break up, and they don't even there's no signs of dissension. Even you know what I mean? Like
they don't tease it. Nothing.
Yeah. They're just we're the New Day.
Did you see the report that supposedly the New Day now is the longest faction in WWE to not break up?
I'm not surprised.
No.
Yeah, I saw something come out the other day that supposedly they are now the longest running faction to not have dissension.
Well, it's funny too because I think about back in the day during the Attitude Era with DX and NWO and stuff like that, and it's I thought they were around forever, and then I think about it and it's well, no, not really. They were around for a year, 6 months sometimes,
Mm-hmm.
Those factions that come up. I mean, even the Nation of Domination and all that shit. No, they're 2 years. Are you kidding me? 3 years, however long they've been together. That's they're dinosaurs as far as factions are concerned.
Stables, stables have run their course multiple times. Look at Andrade, Austin Theory, and Angel Garza. They couldn't even get a month.
And they're still fighting. They still fight each other all the goddamn time. The only reason why that Angel Garza and Andrade stay together is because they're probably afraid of Zelina Vega.
Yeah. Did you know that the New Day started their record-breaking tag title reign as heels?
No.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's how long that title reign was. They were fucking heels when it began. It's so crazy how long.
That was they had a couple segments with the Dudleys, didn't they?
Oh, dude, I can't remember.
It's been a while.
Yeah, that you're right. Yeah, I'm looking at the article right now. Mm. Yeah, they that was the Dudley Boys. They returned to WWE as faces, and the New Day were heels.
That's awesome. I didn't know that at all.
Yeah,
the Dudley Boys are great.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, dang, I can't find it. I swear I read it somewhere. It could have been just a tweet. I don't know. I'll look it up later. I shouldn't be trying to look this stuff up live on the air because it really make me fall on my face. Blowout Man's in the chat. What's going on?
So professional. Man? Blowout Man. Yeah, he's awesome. Man. Cutting promos all day on Twitter.
Check out the Blow-Off featured on Putting You Over. Blowout Man gets his own segment, man. It's been a lot of fun. He's been getting a lot of traction on Twitter, man. Blowout, he's been active, man. He shouts out everybody. I like the guy.
Yeah, good dude.
Yeah, man. Let me see. Oh yeah, Nakamura ended up beating Kofi Kingston, our former WWE champion, clean as a whistle with a running knee strike. After the match, Cesaro and Big E, who had previously been sent to the back, Cesaro comes back out. He breaks out a table, presented presumably to put Kofi through it. Big E comes out and runs him off. Did you catch where it looks like Nakamura missed his spot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Big E runs off Cesaro, right? Nakamura's still kind of sauntering in the ring over a prone Kofi Kingston. Well, Big E jumps in the ring and Nakamura just doesn't move. He just stands there. He just literally stands there. And Big E literally kind of had to almost like
Go at him.
like a bouncer almost. Instead of like attacking him and beating him down, he almost was like a bouncer. He just had kind of like bum rushed him to the ropes, and then you could tell Nakamura was like, "Oh yeah, I'm supposed to retreat.
Get out."
Go back."
Like
and
he
watch
was
it again,
like
man.
tapping him on the shoulder,
It's
wrestling
pretty funny.
wise.
Man. I almost want to look down, like rewatch, see if Kofi was like, "Shinsuke, you have to leave."
That's funny.
Oh yeah, it was good. I caught that junk. It was pretty good. I wonder though, is that oh, what's it whenever something happens and you think it's setting up a table match? I'm sorry, man.
What?
Do you think we're setting up a table match? Because
Oh,
Cesaro
maybe.
broke a table out. We're going into Extreme Rules.
That's a good point.
You know
Yeah.
what?
Oh, you mean foreshadowing?
Foreshadowing. Thank you, Jesus. I don't know
There you go.
why I'm drawing blanks tonight, man. I swear.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah. I think they're foreshadowing a table match.
Yeah, I could see that for sure.
Because like, what extreme matches do we have set up already? I mean, you got the swamp match. Have we had any other like stipulation matches set up yet?
Not that I can
Not
think
that
of.
I've heard.
Yeah.
I was, that was something I was thinking that maybe, like the Intercontinental Championship would be maybe like an Extreme Rules match or something, because we don't know what we're gonna get there. And I got to think with the way that they've been featuring the Intercontinental Championship on SmackDown every week, that Styles is gonna have a match.
Yeah. I mean,
So-
Styles is essentially he's kind of like the unofficial face of SmackDown, like always.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Even with the Intercontinental belt, his title reign feels more important to me than Braun Strowman's. No offense. to
Oh,
Braun,
100%.
but, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, I agreed.
You know what's going to be a travesty? Is we're going into Extreme Rules, the horror show. We better get the second House of Horrors match. I'm just saying. If you don't capitalize on the name. Yeah, no, you can't do that. You can't go out in public. You might catch COVID.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't know, man. They're just like trying to have a match in a hospital, then try not to get sick. Oh, that'd be terrifying.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Moving on.
moving on. That was terrible. Next week, it's announced we're re-airing speaking of what you said, D-Rod, we're getting the replay of Bray and Braun at Money in the Bank. We're getting a replay of their match on next week's SmackDown. We're getting Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross taking on Bayley and Sasha again. New Day is putting their titles up against Shinsuke and Cesaro. Those are the three big matches they announced next week. So we already got a stacked week.
Yeah.
Or a stacked show, it looks like. And
For
then,
going home show, holy shit, yeah.
Yeah, man. And then we get to the controversial segment of the night.
Yeah.
This one, man, this was a tough watch. I liked it, but I completely get why this would really offend some people.
It went over like a lead balloon for me, man.
For you.
I was not into it at all.
Man, I was emotional. You know what was funny? So this is the toast to Jeff Hardy they advertised for last week, and then he got pushed to this week. Jeff comes out. He's got essentially a mini bar set up in the ring. There's a waiter in the ring. He comes out. He's waiting for Sheamus. Sheamus appears on the Titantron. I'm assuming he's still at home, not trying to travel too much. But it really didn't need Sheamus there for this segment, honestly. So Sheamus, I got to tell you, man, like, he is playing a character. Like, at the end of the day, he's playing a character, and he's extremely detestable. It's hard because you're doing that thing where you're blurring the lines of reality and your scripted show, and you're also touching on controversial topics. So you really, depending where you fall on the spectrum of fandom, can really play into how you see it. Because I could see from your point of view, Kevin, where you just absolutely want nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
And then I
I'm
see
not
other
into
people who see it as just really fucking good heel work. But yeah, Sheamus,
Let me.
Yeah,
I
go
just
ahead.
want to. I'm not trying to like yuck anybody's yum, if you were into it, that's totally cool. Like, I don't think necessarily that like they're crossing any lines that Jeff Hardy, wouldn't be comfortable with or anything like that. I'm just, from my personal point, with things that have happened in my life and the way that addiction has affected me personally and people that I love, no, man, it doesn't sit well with me.
It brings up
that's
old
all.
wounds, man. It brings up old
exactly.
wounds. Yeah. No, I completely sympathize with you. I could see that. Addiction is something a lot of people they struggle with, and so when you see something that is using it for an entertainment type purpose, it hits a little too close to home for a lot of people, man. But going back to it as a story, Sheamus is pretty much just taking the piss out of Jeff. He's like, your real problem isn't your drug addiction, alcohol addiction, anything like that. Is that you lie to yourself. These moments in the sun that you're trying to recapture this late in your career, he's like, you're lying to yourself. And I have the cure for that. It's the bottle, essentially. Go ahead and just take a drink, drown your addictions again, stuff like that. And what got me was Jeff Hardy has never captivated me on the mic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you could tell in his promo when he essentially just called Sheamus out, man. You're turning this all into a fucking joke. Like, my addiction, the pain in my family, this is all a joke to you. You could really feel that passion coming out of him, and I was genuinely moved by Jeff, which I can't say happens too often with him on the mic. I feel like that's where he kind of struggles the most. So it was captivating stuff, but it was not an easy watch. I will give it that. It was tough. What'd you think of it, D-Rod?
I can look at it from both sides. People like Kevin, Gears, people like that, they've had problems before, and, they're making entertainment out of it. I don't totally agree with that. I think this storyline could be done differently, but they are doing it this way. I do enjoy that Jeff and Sheamus are getting screen time, and I think that they can both put on great matches. But I did enjoy, like you said, when Jeff started talking about his family and stuff like that. It does want to have you root for Jeff in this situation. And I'm not saying I hated it or loved it. I'm kind of in the middle on it.
It's polarizing,
Yeah.
And I like I said,
No, I would agree that like what Jeff Hardy said was good. And it did make you want to root for him. It's just like
he has to win this feud, though.
He has to.
Oh yeah.
He has to win this feud. Like, Jeff's whole family needs to show up and support him, like, visibly, to show like a strong, cohesive unit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think absolutely Jeff needs to win, and he also needs to show that like he has the respect of his peers and family for it to really pay off. Not just he was able to beat up Sheamus.
Exactly. Yes.
The segment ends kind of lame, I thought, honestly, how it ended. There was a toast to Jeff, and the waiter hands him a drink. Jeff turns around, pours it on the waiter, smashes a bottle on the waiter, and then does a swanton bomb, which I thought was fucking stupid. There's broken glass everywhere, Jeff.
It was a nasty swanton bomb, though.
From a kayfabe sense, you just littered the floor with broken glass, and now you're going to leap onto it.
It was my favorite part of the segment. Shut up.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
Going back into the chat, Gears completely agrees with you, Kevin. He says, addiction almost took my life not too long ago. It really didn't sit well with me. Gears, thank you for sharing that with us, man.
Yeah, dude.
So I get it. Colby, who apparently Twitter is allowing him to comment again. Way to go. Welcome back, Colby. Says he gets it from both sides as well. I get why, I get why the storyline could be good, but I also get why people think it's messed up, which is, I think, where a lot of us could be sitting on this. Just depending, maybe on personal experiences, personal taste, really lends it to whether or not you appreciate it or you'd rather just do without it.
Well, like you said, I think if the payoff is like Jeff, like, figuratively exercising those demons, with the support of his family and like, beating the shit out of, Sheamus and all that sort of thing.
Yeah.
It might work, but yeah, I don't know, man. It feels like punching down to me is what I'm saying. And I understand that like that's what heels are supposed to do. And you can punch me in the face because I love MJF and he does the same kind of shit. But like it just rubs me the wrong way, man. That's all. That's
I get it. Like I said, and you're very correct in your opinion. You know what I mean? There's really no wrong way to view this, I think.
Yeah.
I do like Colby just said, playing off what I said about Jeff with the Swanton. He's like, I actually broke a glass last night, and my first thought was, well, shit, I'll take a nap in it. That's what I'm saying, man. That was the level of logic with that spot, man.
I hear you.
But that was SmackDown, you guys. Like I said, I think it from top to the bottom, it was a great show between in-ring action, set up great matches for next week. It's continuing a storyline, whether or not you like it or not, it is continuing a story and pushing it forward. So I would say overall, man, I think SmackDown was really good.
Yeah, I would say as far as in-ring stuff, man, it's the best SmackDown maybe this year, honestly. Like it was really, really good for sure. Because I mean, those, like you guys were saying, like D-Rod for sure, like those first two matches, oh my god, like that first hour of SmackDown was so fucking good. Like
it's actually amazing how much stuff they crammed in the second hour, considering the first hour was pretty much just two matches.
It was a sprint though, man. Like the first hour was a sprint, and then the second hour kind of felt like a marathon.
Yeah, we're like, okay, we gotta get more stuff in here.
Yeah. Not that it was bad. Not that the second hour was bad. Don't get me wrong. It had a different feeling to it.
I don't think the night had a objectively bad segment. You know what I mean?
No. Yeah, like the Jeff Hardy Sheamus stuff. If it puts you in your feels, that's cool, but I get it. That's like the only gripe that I had about the show that was like legitimate. You know what I'm saying? Like
Colby says, the first hour was unreal, and the second hour I wish wasn't real. All right,
hater. No, I'm just kidding, man.
All right, man. Yeah, that was SmackDown, dude. Like I said, it was SmackDown. It was pretty good.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Can't lie. I'm looking forward to next week, which you really can't catch me saying that too often.
Right.
Yeah, man. What else do we got going on? Yeah, no, that was it. Yeah, that's the show, I guess.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yes, sir.
Hold on.
There we go.
Gotta keep kayfabe alive.
Yes, sir.
I done it on the Standing Ones show. I gotta start it here.
Oh, no.
Oh, man. Oh, look at this. He's tearing up. For the podcast listeners,
blocked.
He just held up some paper with AEW and tore it on camera.
Blocked.
That is how we met D-Rod, and that is how we will depart. Thanks for being on the show, man.
Hey, thanks for having me on.
Yeah, you're welcome anytime, man. You're welcome anytime.
Yeah,
most of the time, there's always an open slot on Kevin and Rob's show on Wednesdays.
Yeah, you can come in and piss us both off really bad.
We'll get you in some black and yellow. All right.
No.
Wait, that's a NXT colors too.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah,
I guess
I'll take that.
Yeah, no. Gears in the chat, man. I fucking love you, D-Rod.
No, yeah. You can just listen to Rob and I talk about how awesome it was, and then you can be like, you couple of fucking douchebag fanboys.
The entertainment on our AEW show isn't even about like the AEW show. It's just the interactions between Rob and Kev. The AEW is just like the backdrop for the show, to be fair.
Nah, Rob's awesome. I have a lot of fun with him on Wednesday nights.
Yeah. So make sure, what do we got? We don't have pay-per-view this week, so tune in. Of course, we got Monday with Raw, NXT AEW on our Wednesday nights. Of course, we stream AEW recaps live, and then you always catch NXT on Thursdays. And then, of course, tune in live next Thursday night. LSG, professional wrestler, former Ring of Honor guy, recent free agent. as of this year, free agent, man. He's going to be on Synergy's pay-per-view. We're going to get him on the Unpopular Opinion show. I love it. I love the concept, man. We take all those like shit posters on Twitter, and then we just fucking tell them whether or not they're valid or not. And I'm just like, no, your opinion is trash. A couple of them we agreed with, but I think out of like the 21 that we did, I think we only agreed with like 3 or 4.
Wrestling Twitter's toxic as fuck, man.
I'm telling you, man. But it was a lot of fun. It was a ton of fun. Oh, you can actually catch that episode. I'm gonna upload it. Tomorrow? This is gonna go up. This will go up. You'll see this. Probably watch this Saturday. So Sunday. I'll put it up Sunday, man. Check it out on YouTube. It was a bunch of fun. It's something unique and new.
Hey, quick question for you, and I don't mean to put you on the spot. Are we going to do a recap of that Synergy wrestling pay-per-view?
You bet your sweet ass we are.
I figured as much.
Yeah, man.
So,
of course we are. We'll recap it Saturday night. You can on July 11th, and then if you don't watch it live, you'll tune into it on July 12th, Sunday when we upload it. But yeah, hell yeah, we're gonna be recapping the hell out of that, man. I'm so excited for that.
we're gonna recap it twice,
No, we'll recap it once.
3 times.
Yes. Blowout just followed you, D-Rod.
Oh, awesome. Thanks,
Whoop,
Blowout.
whoop.
Yeah, awesome. All right. Like I said, I'm really bad at outros. So you guys, once again, thank you for joining us. And until next time, you guys have a good one. With the finger guns, man. You always got the finger guns.
Yeah, you don't like the finger gun?